Hey everyone, this is like a more of informal vlogging. I got home a little bit early, so I just wanted to say what's up to everyone. I finished recording about 4 videos that I'll be releasing over the next probably month or two, probably a month. So if you guys catching this is like an impromptu, not vlog, impromptu live stream. Um, Thank you, Cobra, for liking the intro, man. I really like it. I know you're very creative as well, so I appreciate that you like it. Uh, Ruby's coming out in an hour, so I'll probably be on here for probably roughly an hour, just to see how everything is. I don't intend to see anyone watching at the moment. I'm just doing my thing here. But yeah, I have been contemplating whether to put a second floor in the house or not because just the crazy cost, man. And I'm not a 2 floor type of guy, man. I like ranches. I like wide, long stretches of house. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me. I might be weird that way, but you know. Yeah, man, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. How's everybody doing out there? You can just comment down below if how you're feeling or whatever. Today was a pretty light day for me. I had like 5 cancellations, man. So I ended up only doing like how many jobs was it? Like just 10 jobs? Yeah, 10 jobs. So it wasn't that crazy. So yeah, like I said, I just finished taping 4 videos on just common things. Trying my best to bring more value into the channel, and that's pretty much it, man. Like just trying to bring value. I realize that a lot of the viewers are I think expats or foreigners and things like that. So I want to do something like I've been doing for them. For the Filipinos, I think it's because I really think I don't really get that many people from that are Filipinos because it's not that it's a language barrier because a lot of the Filipinos do see me, but it's sad, but a lot of Filipinos are just into you meet the ones who are really serious like myself, and then you have the ones who just want to see fun jokey stuff online. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to, it's one of those guys, people that best fails on YouTube or whatever have you, compilations. Those are fun, don't get me wrong, I like those things, but the way I conduct myself and the way I try my best to do things in life is that I try to absorb things that will help me progress in life, if that makes any sense, right? So it's not like watching those things that are not fun or funny. I like funny stuff, but it's one of those like 80-20 things. Like 80% of my time, I would like it to be taken up by progressive things. 20% of that time is the fun stuff, right? And so like. But then again, my view on fun is very, very different from other people, maybe. Like I'm a workaholic, so fun for me is making logos, doing graphic work. Like yesterday, my cousin came, and I helped him make 5 logos. I'll show you right now. Where the heck is my thing there? So let me share the screen here. So let me just show you a little bit. So my cousin has a clothing line as well. And these are the things that we worked on yesterday. But this is, for me, this is very fun. It's fun. Like, let me see. Boom. So, like, right there. So, that's his brand Rottweiler fight gear. Let me take my head out of there because my head is eating up the sign there. But those are things that are fun for me, right? You know what I'm saying? Like designing, right? So, I designed that for him. This as well because of jiu-jitsu and things like that. This is because of the octagon and squared circle, as they say. You know, I designed this for him. I designed this for him yesterday. That looks pretty hot, bro. This one as well. Wow, dude, they came out pretty nice. That one's in red, and that one's in white. So my reality, my perception of what fun is this stuff. You know, that everybody has their own thing. There's their own escape. These are my thing, and as well as like as well. Let me change screens. As well as screen capture. Where am I on? Hold on, guys. Let me just deal with the situation here. Okay, there we go. There, okay. So, yeah, so that's just like my thing there. Like, you know, I just like, I'm like a creative type of person. So those are the things that's fun for me. Everybody's different. So, you know, but the thing is like when, I feel like when, one thing, especially stuff that is just like, it's like no substance is taking up the majority of your time. I feel that it's just you're just wasting your time. You know, I could be, I don't want to seem like I'm judgmental. I'm not. I mean, you lead you do you. But my point is like when I'm back home in the Philippines and people ask me all the time they'll be like, how do you do it, Mr. Vergara? How do you stay busy? You're so successful. You're so this. I'm like, no, I'm not successful. I don't think I'm successful. But I do tell them like, because you have to understand the reality of things, right? You understand the reality of things. If you want to be great at doing free throws, right? And you practice 4 hours a day on the free throw line doing free throws, I bet you in a year you'll be better from day one because you're habitually trying to get better at that because you're incrementally pushing yourself one step at a time forward. And I tell this to my nephews all the time, and they don't understand it because they're young. When you're doing what I'm doing where, you know, I'm not super successful, but I'm literally doing everything I can in my ability to push myself forward, the end result usually, more than likely, is that I'll be successful. Let's face it, that's facts. If I do drugs every day, especially like Shabu, if I do that every day for the next 1 year, my life's going to take a downturn because I'm incrementally going down that path of messing up my life. And that might be a little bit extreme, but think about this. If all you're doing is liking Facebook likes every single day, and you're just liking this, liking that, watching funny videos every single day, and you're not, and like you don't have your own YouTube channel, you're not thinking about making the same stuff to monetize on yourself or whatever, you're just for entertainment purposes only. Is that really helping you in life? I mean, I don't want to be the what is that thing? The Debbie Downer in the situation, but it's reality. And I tell many Filipinos that's back home in the Philippines, I tell them like, think about what you're doing. This is like, it's all logic. It's not hard. It's just not hard. It's like and a lot of them they just don't see it. They don't they can't relate to that. Okay, in order to be in a better position than where you are from yesterday, all you have to do is this: step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, so on and so forth. They're not willing to do it, which is the crazy part. It just takes time. I'm rambling on a little bit. I am sorry, but it's just I'm sorry. But I just drank a bunch of coffee, bro. I'll tell you right now. I actually went to a gym today to check out the memberships and things like that. So that was pretty cool. I did see a bunch of older people in the gym. It might be a better situation for me because I might run into some business people, strike up some conversations, may do some networking. That might be a good look. I don't know. I hope everyone is well out there tonight, today, wherever you are. Let me just do this little situation here. let me just I'm gonna put some background music on. Is the chat going right now? Let me see. And promptu. I'm trying my best spell. That's what I'm trying to do here. Impromptu. Take care. I just want to see if the chat's going through, because sometimes I have to okay, it's on. Sometimes I have to reset the programming for the live chatting, because if you can see to the right of I guess if you're looking at me, I guess to the right of me, you'll see the live stream streaming there. So I have to literally just sometimes if it messes up the coding and stuff, I have to reset it and things. So just forgive me. Boom, boom, boom. Watching some funny stuff here. Nice chill music there. So I have to try to figure out a way to redo the house in a way where it will give what my wife wants, at the same time me saving some cost. My recent project right now, I thought it was gonna take me it was gonna cost me like 3,000 USD or 3,200 USD. I'll probably go a little bit over. I'll probably go to 4,000 USD just to do this little project I'm doing now. But it is what it is. It's one of those things. You have certain costs that you can't. There's certain costs that just things happen. Hold on, excuse me. Let me just charge my thing here. So I see there's 2 people watching. Who's out there? I would greatly appreciate if you just write down, shout out where you are, where you're from. Hit me up. If you have any questions for me, I would really appreciate that. Whatever, if I can help you with anything. Hey, Matt, how are you? Oh my goodness. Oh, Matt, throughout the Philippines, I have family in Las Piñas, I have family in Cebu, because my father's from Cebu, and Dumaguete and Siquijor. I just like Dumaguete. I live in Bacong. I like Dumaguete because I don't like the big city feel. Like Cebu City, honestly, I hate. I don't like it. Makati, I have family in Makati, don't like it. I just don't like it. Like, I have family in Las Piñas. I like the fact that I live in Bacong, which will probably become a city down the road, but at the moment right now, it's super quiet, super serene. And then literally get on my bike or my car, 8 minutes, go down to Dumaguete City. And there are moments in time where Dumaguete City gets that hustle and bustle feel, where it gets jam-packed, rat race, rush hour. But other than that, it's just a chill place, man. It's just a chill place, Matt. Like, I mean, for me, that's why I just love it. Like, one of my stores is right near the ocean, so I just go down there. My parents' building is right near the ocean, so I can go down there. I can stay on the rooftop, look at the Mount Elinis, the Valencia Mountains from there, and then it's still at that point where it is kind of congested, but there's times and moments there where it's just quiet, serene. That's why I like it. Where are you right now, Matt? Oh, Idaho. Bacola, yeah. Yeah, very nice, Matt. Idaho, yeah. I've never been. Well, the only states I've ever been in America is Virginia, Florida, upstate New York. Like in North America, Canada. But never been to Idaho. But yeah, like Cebulan. Nice. I like Cebulan. Nice place, Cebulan. I mean, like Dumaguete in general just gives me that what I need necessities wise. If I need to go to the city, that feel where I can go to movies and whatever, still have that small town feel. And some people for some people, it's not their cup of tea. Some people need to be in the thick of things, which is fine. It's just not for me. And like I noticed, like I've stayed at my parents' mango farm in Cebu. They live maybe 2 hours away from maybe an hour away from like Kawasan Falls and stuff like that. And it's not that it's a dead town. It's just too quiet. There's really nothing to do there. Like Bacolod City is a nice place as well. I've never really stayed there. But that feel where there's still activity in the city, but like I can still get away from it and be in like a rural setting, if that makes any sense. But like I appreciate those times that aspect of Dumaguete. And like if I stayed with my family in Las Piñas, the traffic is crazy, man. It's just and then you literally need a car to go everywhere. Like it's just not my thing, man. Like if I'm sleeping in one of my parents' buildings, I can just go downtown, Dumaguete, do my thing, and then come back, basically. If I go stay at the mango plantation, it's a super small town, so it doesn't really do anything for me. I mean, it's a super small town. And if I go into the city with my other families in Cebu City, it's too hectic for me over there. Yeah, probably. Probably. For me, there are a little bit too many pedicabs there. It's a little bit too much, man. A little bit too much. I wish there were less, but yeah, what can you do? Or I wish, what? I proposed this to the mayor at one point. I was like, you should have like a coding system like they do in Manila for the pedicabs where it's like odd even situation, because at least I think that will help the traffic a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like odd day, even pedicab numbers with even numbers go out this day, and then so on and so forth. So how is Idaho weather? Telemarketers are going crazy here, man. Oh my goodness. It was very cold here in New York the other day. It was like literally negative 22, or it felt like negative 22, but it went down to like 7. Actually, today was a great day. It went up to 50, like 55, 56. It felt amazing. I haven't felt that in a minute, man. So, I mean, what draws you to the Philippines, Matt? Like, what was the what made it happen for you? Like, what made it happen where you were like, oh, let me just go to the Philippines, or maybe even Dumaguete? Yeah, yeah, you and me both. You and me both. Wow, 28 years married. Wow. Is she from Dumaguete? Or, any, is she's in the Visayas area? Inigaran. Well, that sounds super familiar. Okay, yeah, that's why it sounds familiar. So I take it she speaks Ilongo. Is that the dialect Ilongo? I'm sure she speaks Bisaya as well. Wow, that's really nice. 4 times. Yeah, I mean, I just love it. I mean, me personally, I just love it there. I really do. Like, realistically, I'm not gonna retire. I'm never gonna really retire. But realistically, I see myself there again, staying there full time, full time. Probably by the time I'm like 45, around that age. Oh, Hiligaynon, yeah, yeah, I've heard of that. I just have to I mean, eventually, my brother and my siblings, are going to have to take over my parents' businesses, with that. So somebody needs to stay there to manage them. That's one reason. Plus, as long as everything stays the way it is right now, and everything's staying on track, I'll probably start building out the little commercial space soon. Soon, as in maybe the next 2 years. So that will, funnel. They'll definitely funnel some income my way. Once the rentals come in and things like that. So I'm just preparing for that. That's why I'm here on top of some other stuff. Yeah, you're definitely right, Matt. That's me. I had kind of had a taste of it when I lived there. You know what I'm saying? But with anything, I just gotta sacrifice this time right now to set myself up in the next 10 years, next 8 years. So I'm willing to do the work, do the I'm willing to put everything in as much as I can to get to that level. It's just sometimes you I have encountered many people that I'm not gonna say it's jealousy, or I don't know. They just they just don't see the they just don't see maybe they don't have a vision for themselves, or they're just projecting their shortcomings onto me, which is bad already. But it is what it is. Some people just can't fathom the fact that you're able, some one person or anyone can set their life up in a way where you're doing certain things to, like you said, to spend time doing what you love or what you like. I find that people want to live that life, but unfortunately, you gotta sacrifice something. I'm sure you have to sacrifice something to leverage something and to put yourself in that road. And for me, it's not going out to nice restaurants and not buying nice things. Trying my best to focus on, like, trying to stay focused on that road. It's a lot of, I mean, past 13 years, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of sacrifice. And I am very grateful with the life that I have. Obviously I'm still working and things like that, but there's certain things in my life in place that I'm fortunate enough to say that I have in my life. Because someone at my age right now, and I speak to, I have cousins, I have friends, I have friends of friends who are around my age, maybe younger, maybe a little bit older, and even they say sometimes they're not really in a good place. And I'm very grateful for the life that I have. So when's the next time, Matt, that you'll be going back to the Philippines? Very nice, Matt. Very nice. I hope to see you there when you do. Yeah, I get that too, Matt. I really do. People will be like, why? Honestly, I get the most flack from, or like the back, not the backlash, but like the pushback from, is like fellow Filipinos, man. And I don't want to sound arrogant or anything like that. I, I just tell Filipinos that I come across, and I tell them, like, oh, I'm moving back to the Philippines eventually, or I have been there. I go back and forth or whatever, and some of them are like, why? I'm like, and without trying to go heavy into what I do, I tell them, like, I tell them that you and I might live two different realities. Like, you have to understand. Like, I met one person, and they told me where they were from. They come from the slums, and you've frequented Bacolod, Dumaguete, Cebulan. Outside of Look, and then some really bad areas, there's really no, like, slums there. Not Look, and then Tinag. Look's probably the only one, what I can configure as like a slum. And then some people just, I don't know if they get offended by me or whatever, but I just try to get out of the conversation because it's just not productive. Yeah, they're American. Yeah. I mean, the way I feel about the American dream is that essentially, when the immigrants first came to this country, it's like they were coming from a very oppressed situation. They were coming from a very unfavorable situation, like most immigrants are, and they made it here because they had a chance to do something. Now, in today's time, and if you were to apply in today's time, that vision can be anywhere in the world, because it's one of those things, like it's that vision of going somewhere and being able to live how you want to live and whatever, it can be attainable for me anywhere. And especially at my age now, in the era I live in now, I see it all the time. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, my mom grew up probably similar to your wife. Like, I rarely share this with people, but my mom is a child out of wedlock, and at that time, and I think that she was probably 50s and 60s, it was very frowned upon, and they came from super poor beginnings, and it must have been really hard on my grandmother and things like that. But and mind you, my grandmother had three kids from three different men, so you can imagine what she was facing on top of being poor, and the fact that my mom's father was a Spanish blood gentleman, my grandfather, who comes from a very wealthy family there in Dumaguete. A lot of things there, man. A lot of dynamics that my mom had to go through, and my father also grew up very poor, you know, in the fields and all that stuff, and you know, some way or another they made it happen. A lot. My parents and I we collide sometimes in our ideals, but one thing is I gotta really give it up to them and what they've done in life. They've really given my siblings and I a really good foundation to walk on, and the only way I can make it right with them is even though we don't really share the same principles and things like that, is just do well in life, or just keep it going, just don't fall back. Oh yeah, you're definitely right, Matt. you know I grew up in what I consider the ghetto, the hood here in Long Island, and when I went to the Philippines, seeing people there, especially like slums, you're definitely right. Most Americans don't comprehend what pure poverty is. Like, I'm talking pure, just on survival. Like, you are on survival mode all the time. Like all my friends who are, all the guys here who say that, it's rough in the hood and all that mess. You don't realize. I know there's hardships here, but you're still going to a home more than likely, especially here in Long Island, which is a very suburbish area. You're still going to a home. Home has heating. Home has air conditioning. It's almost as if you're playing like the victim situation, because there's certain things in especially in this country, that it's like I think it's super easy to attain some type of success in this country. I mean, success as in, living a particular standard of living. I don't know. Some people don't realize it until they're in it, and they're really facing it. I've seen some really bad situations back home. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the Philippines doesn't have. I don't think that they don't have really like what you call welfare like they do here. They have the four-piece and everything and all that mess, but it's sad. I've seen some crazy stuff, man, back overseas. Yeah, definitely, Matt. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Yeah, like I used to get into like debates about with certain people, like there's nothing to be had over there in the Philippines. There's nothing. It's dead. It's dead over there. I'm like, okay. I'm like, and I tell most people, and some of them don't. I don't understand why they don't understand. I'm like, do you really, really, really think that all the millionaires in the world or all the successful in the world are only in America? And most of the time, they have no rebuttal to that. And just like you said, the sky's the limit. If you really want it and desire it, go get it. I think a lot of people use certain things as excuses, like like it's it didn't happen for me because so and so, whatever this, whatever that, and a lot, and I think this is universal, Philippines, America, wherever. A lot of people don't put themselves accountable to their actions and how they walk in life. Like I know my shortcomings. I messed up in school. There's certain things in my life that I just didn't do right by, and that's why I'm in the situation I am now. But I try my best to to better my situation. Give me one moment. I think somebody's at the door here. Oh boy, excuse me. That was a landlord. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Matt. Trust me. I went to Silliman University, and some of those people are my classmates, associates, and friends. Hey, from CLA, the shirts on the Bully Mastino, they range from the T-shirts are just $19.95. If you buy two, oh no, if you buy more than 50, then it's free shipping. So not so bad. I appreciate your inquiry. Hopefully you'll purchase. I'm trying to build that company up right now. That's like a plug-in. Thank you. But yeah, like I mean, I don't want to put my friends out on blast or the people that I know. Some people can't fathom what my friends do with the money that their family is doing, like what they are given on like their allowances and stuff like that. It's crazy, man. Like I didn't grow up that way, so I can't really identify with that. But yeah, some of my the people that I know, parents have jets. They're like not cheap jets. I'm talking about G5, G6s. I'll give you like a short story. I went to go visit my cousin in Las Piñas. He went to Ateneo. No, it was a La Salle or Ateneo, one of those things. And we go hang out. We're hanging out, and we go hang out with this other kid, and this kid. Cool guy, very cool guy. We go to Tagaytay over there in Tagaytay, and then we stop at this cliff area, like this is a parking area. We overlook an island or like something where it's like a portion of it where we're just overlooking it. We're drinking some MP Light, whatever, and then he's like, "Oh, my grandpa willed that to me." I said, what do you mean? Like, well, that house? Said, no, no, no. That whole area there. Everything. I was like, oh my goodness. And then I asked my cousin later on when we parted ways and I went home with my cousin. He's like, who is that guy? He's like, oh, that's one of the bigger owners of the malls in the Philippines, grandson. I said, oh my, so like, geez, that's not even Filipino billionaire money. That's USD billionaire money. I said, wow, yeah, that's amazing. God willing, I can do that for my kids one day. We'll see what happens. But number one thing is, I don't want to, my future kids, I don't want to ever spoil them. So, my father's family, they're partially Chinese. So, super tight with the money and super, it doesn't matter what level you're in, you're going to do work top to bottom. I'm sorry, bottom to top. So what's going on, everybody, tonight or today, wherever you guys are? So I'm running like a consensus. Thank you, Matt. Huh. You're at work. Okay, Matt. Take care, and see you next time. Hopefully, God willing. Oh wow, Brett Conti. He sounds very familiar. I wonder if he's related to the people who own Paul Conti. It's like a dealership type thing. Yeah. I think with time and patience and perseverance and grinding from CLA, I think anything can really become. Success is all in perspective. Success could be selling 10 shirts for someone, or it could be having an empire. It's one of those things. The real reason why I built the Bully Mastino, the t-shirt company, is because my brother and I are planning to do a social media management business. So I'm asking some of my friends as well as my own company to prove it to the market that I can produce results based on social media with, obviously today's time, Facebook, Instagram, and things like that. Obviously I love dogs, but that's one of the main reasons why I created Bully Mastino, just to show that I can create certain things with this product along with my friends' businesses to prove to the market when I start promoting and trying my best to acquire certain customers for social media managing. Peace out, Matt. Yeah, Brett Conti. Let me look him up.
If you live each day as
That is pretty cool, man. There's a lot of things here, man. A lot of
if you live each day as if it was your last, someday
he likes to travel, Brett Conti. Wow, that's pretty cool, man. Thank you for putting me on from CLA. Yeah, definitely. It's I do have a lot of expat community people, so you know it's one of those things where concerning the channel and bringing value to the channel, I gotta kind of gear it towards them. But I think is I just have to give it my own take and my own personal point of view as a Filipino American. You know, because a lot of the expat vloggers are, you know, they're expats. They're, you know, white guys. Uh, are there any black vloggers out there? I don't. I mean, that are dealing with. I think there's like one or two that I've seen. I wish there were more, but definitely like Filipino Americans who are catering to the expat community. It's probably, I don't know if it's there's a lot. You know, someone in my situation. Do you know anyone else that is like doing what I'm doing or whatever like that? Because maybe we can collab. I don't know. Hey Sterling, man, how you doing? Yeah, because then you have Phil M's, I think, like Will Dasovich, I think his name, but he does like the Casey Neistat type format and then more fun and stuff like that, which is nothing wrong with it, but I don't know, man. I don't know if anybody out there is like me. I'm an average guy. There has to be somebody out there like me. How you doing, Sterling, man? I don't know where you are. Maybe you want to comment down below where you are. Shout out to you. Yeah, man. And like, you know, so I'm running like a consensus type thing, right? I'm running like if you see right there, what should I do while in Dumaguete? I have a plan of what I'm going to do because I opened up a few, like two stores. I gotta check that out. Go see my lovely dogs. I miss my dogs terribly. Gotta go see my parents. You know, go see how business is over there on that side of things. And I have a wedding to go to. My sister-in-law is getting married. My friend from America is coming, so I'll probably take a day or two in Siquijor and things like that. And what else? Give me some feedback, man. What you guys, if you guys haven't been to Dumaguete, what do you want to see? Like it gives me ideas because I'm only gonna be there for 2 weeks, so I just need that you know, feedback. You know, fill up my day, keep busy. You know. That's really nice, Sterling, man. UK. You know, concerning UK, my wife all the time, man, you know, she's like, what would have happened if your parents migrated, my parents, migrated to like England? My accent would be a lot different, right? I would have the British accent, and I'm not going to try to do one because I'll probably be horrible at it. But yeah, I guess it's a really nice thing about being an immigrant, man, because, you know, traveling and stuff like that, about how those things can influence you. Because definitely, I got a Long Island, New York accent, and that's because we moved here. If we moved in Cali, I might have the Cali accent, you know. It's just fascinating about how your environment can really shape you, even just physically. The way I act, the way I talk, and things like that. It's just fascinating. So, Sterling, how is it in the UK? You know, how is it up there? Is it cold? Is it warm? I don't even know how the temperature is right now. Playing cards. Yeah, so I just did a group of videos. I think 4 videos. Trying my best to bring more value into the channel. Just to give you a preview of the topics I talked about. It's one was one was I got this because some of my friends are asking me videos. Some make videos about this. One was like the top 5 or top 10 things that I feel that you need to do before moving to the Philippines or something like that. Because some of my friends over time always ask me like my opinion, things like that. So, and also like they'd be like, Gil, how do you know like the Filipino girls or whatever Pinay is a gold digger? It's like, okay, obviously, you know, whatever. And flip that is like, how do you spot like a good woman? You know, it's all generalized stuff, but you know, my friends always ask me some information. You know, I always poke in my brain and stuff like that. You know, so people look at on those videos, and some of my friends, you know, especially the ones fresh, like fresh as in fresh, coming to the Philippines or marrying a Filipina or dealing with a Filipina, they would ask me like, yo, how do you deal with an angry Filipino, a Filipina? And I made like 4 videos based on those things. One, what I feel are the 5 things you need to do before moving to the Philippines. 2, how to spot gold diggers. You know, some of it is very obvious. 3, how to spot a great partner. You know, a great lady. You know, for some women out there, a great man. And 4, how to deal with angry Filipinas. You know, you just never know. You know, I think it's all in the same. It's all universal how to deal with an angry lady. But you know, maybe Filipinos are a different beast. I don't know. What do you guys think? I like this jazz hop thing going on right now. I'm gonna probably be on for another 10 minutes. I'm gonna bounce at 7 because I go pick up my wife. Hope you guys are enjoying it. This was like an impromptu live stream because I had nothing to do. I just wanted to, you know, I had nothing to do. So you know, I figured I just go on live, and then you know, if I can interact with someone, great. If not, great also. Because people can always comment down below after the fact, so you know that's amazing too. That I can, you know, get back at people. Thank you from CLA for hopping on. Sterling, thank you for hopping on. Matt, I've known Matt online for a minute, bro, for a while, man. Shout out to all 3 of you guys who logged on, who joined the stream. I really appreciate it when anyone gets on there, you know. I'm sure in time, as it grows, there'll be more people, and then optimistically, maybe it'll get to the point where there's like hundreds of people up there. Oh, Sterling, I'm not in the Philippines right now. I'm in New York City. I mean, not New York City. I'm in Long Island right now. But when I am in the Philippines, gotta be Bakong, which is like the next town over from Dumaguete. I'm sorry, not the next town over. Yeah, it is the next town over because you have Bahong Pandan is still considered Dumaguete. Yeah, next town over because everything else is still within the city limits. I saw your channel, Sterling. I see you do travel a lot. Like, wow, that's really good for you, man. I'm kind of like a homebody, so I don't really travel. My wife wants to travel. We have traveled and everything, but you know, that's probably I have to put those things on my bucket list. Actually, that's a great question because I'm leaving towards the end of March. I bought the ticket. I have to say I bought the ticket in around November. Cost me about like 600 round trip. Yeah, but yeah, it cost me about 600 round trip from New York City straight to Cebu. So it was a good deal. Obviously, when it's peak season, you know, 1,200, 1,500, 2,000. So you know, sayo kayo. Hey, bro, what's up? If you see that guy online, the Yurujo, old classmate of mine, you know, shout out to you, man. What's among orasa there, bro? I'm sorry if I'm speaking Bisaya. I think my man's in asaman ka, bro? Japan? Or Nabagas Pinas? Philippine Airlines, not my cup of tea, really, to be honest with you. It's decent if you have to go, but my top three, no, top two, no, top three, has to be Asiana, Cathay Pacific, and Korean Airlines. Only because I love going to Incheon, one of the best airports by far that I've been to. Incheon Airport in Korea. Oh my god. Why? It's not even because of amenities. It's usually almost empty all the time, and it's huge. So, you know, I get to put my feet up. I don't gotta be worried about somebody staring at me. You know, it's one of those things. 7:50 a.m. to Manila. Oh, okay. Salamat, bro, for nag-join ka sa live stream. You know, Rio, nangunsa man ka sa sa Manila trabaho? Singapore, I've never been into, unfortunately. Never been on to Singapore Airlines. How about you, Sterling? Or anyone out there from CLA? Anybody out there? Never been on Singapore. The Philippine Airlines is just, it's not even the experience. It's I just like Korean Airlines and Cathay, honestly. Yeah, I mean, like, I tell you a funny time. Every time I'm in the Philippines, right, they see this Filipino face, right? You know, Filipino face. Sometimes people kind of know I'm kind of mixed, but generally speaking, when I'm in the Philippines, Filipino face. When I'm in Manila, people they ask me if I'm mixed, but if I'm like in the Dumaguete, Visayas area, it's kind of given because of the Castillas and the Mestizos over there. But when I open this mouth and they hear this not English, sorry, Sterling. When they hear this American accent coming out, literally, man, I've had people like in my vicinity right here staring at me like, dude, yes, there are Filipinos who have gone abroad and grew up there. It is funny, bro. It's like a fish tank, man. It's like, I'm like, come on, bro. You give me some personal space here, man. Singapore, yeah. I mean, is it Singapore? I've never been to Singapore, but Incheon. Oh, I'm sorry, Korean Airlines. They got some good food. A lot of it is high sodium, but you know, I do love my kimchi. Tell you right now, I do love my kimchi and my bulgogi. You know, I do love those things. You know, I love those things. I tell you right now. I'm gonna have to check that out, Sterling. Singapore Airlines. I'm gonna have to check that out. Oh yes, I did see on internet. They are the ones with the bed, right? Like in the first class, they have like an actual bed that you can sleep in. I might have to check that out, man. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, man. Taipei. Yo, is Taipei the one with the Hello Kitty setup? Like the Hello Kitty terminal? Is that the one, if I'm correct? Yeah, man, but I just like going through Incheon, man, because sometimes it's just so empty, where it's just like, oh, how are these people making money, bro? But you know, I like it, man. Yeah, that's the one with the bed, bro. I remember that, man. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to stack up and save for that experience, bro. I don't know if I have the money for that right now, but there will be a time in the future. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna do a vlog. I'm gonna wake up in that bed. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Mark, what's up, bro? Is there good Chinese food? That's like a 50-50, man, because I have gone to like Chinese places. They do not serve like Chinese food in America. You know, like you can't be like, yo, can I get some General Toso chicken and uh, the in Dumaguete, unfortunately, there's a place that was called like Power or something. They went out of business, but it's kind of that cultural mix because like pancit is a Chinese dish, shou pao is Chinese, shou mai is Chinese. The closest thing that is ever Chinese like themed is Chowking, unfortunately. But like I would love for someone to open up like a Chinese spot in Duma, like literally like how they have it here in America, where it's like, can I get like crab sticks and General Toso, like orange chicken? Don't have it, bro. They don't have it. Rayu, yeah, bro. Manila. Unsa man imong kuan feeling nagpuyo ka sa Manila, bro? Ganang ka sa traffic or sa kanang what if nagay choice? If nagay choice, do you prefer naga sa Manila or sa Duma? Yeah, sure, bro. Mupauli ko sa March, and then para sa like para sa negosyo and stuff like that. Pero mga end of March, if makalugar ka, pwede ta makita. It's been a while. But pero for good, I'll be going back and forth for the next couple of years probably. Pero for good, not for a while, Pero if mahimo, I'll try my best to be there for good sooner than later. Good job. I know Dumaguete's the best, bro. Pero sa kuan aren't you from Dipolog? Or taga-asa man ka again? Davao, Dipolog? Which one was it? I forgot, bro. I've been wanting to go to Dipolog, man. I just suck at traveling, man. Everyone, because I'm just a freaking homebody, bro. Like, I mean, that's my biggest issue, man. I'm like just happy at home type thing, man. And when I'm home in Duma, I don't like leaving my dogs. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, bro, I'm jealous of you, Mark, man, because it's freaking. I feel like I'm the only Filipino in New York, bro. And like, and the Filipinos are like foodies, man. I mean, they're all in Queens, and I don't really go to Queens, so it's kind of like, it sucks. I'll be honest with you. There is a Filipino store, literally walks away from me, but it's not what you can say like a place that people socialize in. It's actually owned by one of my relatives, but it's just not a place that you can socialize in. It's not like hey, I want to go to a Filipino restaurant and see other Filipinos. There's one close, not too close for me, but I work so much, I don't really have too much time, man. It sucks. There's my wife. Boss ladies hitting me up. Excuse me for one. Yo, I don't care what anybody says. New York pizza is the best. What do you have to say about that? Pizza, East Coast, New York, by far, the best. New York, man. I'm gonna tri-state, because Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, but New York. Yeah, I know, bro. I'll go to Dipolog eventually. But guys, I'm gonna go pick up my wife. It has been a pleasure, a big pleasure, talking to you guys, everybody, especially Ryu, Mark. Who else is on there? Like I said, it's Matt, Sterling, from CLA. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for jumping on this impromptu live stream. I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys soon. I'm gonna be posting a video soon. I gotta do the editing, all that stuff. I really appreciate you guys jumping on. Next time, tell more people, man. Share. I mean, take care, bro. I'll see you guys later. Ryu, salamat kayo. I'll see you soon, bro. Pag-amping diya sa Manila.